welcome to Park Center High School for CTN's live coverage of high school football. It's a beautiful night in early November as the Pirates and the Cardinals get set to take the field. Two winless teams with just one more game on the regular season schedule. Something's got to give.
Yeah, obviously, we'll talk about a little more about the Cardinal situation with the COVID last week. They obviously could not play. They've had a little time away from the field. They're excited. They're anxious to get out there. Yeah, and you're right. One team is going to walk away with a victory tonight.
Well, Coon Rapids, after that week off, are going to return to the field with a very different look. Jordan Doe taking over under center.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that against Spring Lake Park, but it's an opportunity now for Coon Rapids offense to get a little more athletic behind center, and I think that's what they're going to try and do. Jordan Doe is an extremely good athlete, and they're going to try and use his feet to continue to build on this offense.
Well, Jordan was the starting quarterback 2 or 3 weeks last year when Jake Van Holzen went down with an injury. On the flip side, that's the situation for the Pirates. Their starting quarterback, Freeman, is on the sidelines injured, and their running back is going to have to take over.
Micah Hoban is going to get behind center, and I talked to their head coach today and Jordan Salas, and he said to me that he's such a good athlete and he can handle this role because he's been able to do it before. So it's an opportunity again to get another good athlete behind center. It's going to be very similar looks, I think, from these two squads tonight.
Well, both teams have struggled to find offense. Still searching for their first win. One hopes to find it tonight. The Cardinals and the Pirates kick off next on CTN. Cardinal fans on their feet and red. The #1 fan, of course, in attendance. Hello and welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Studio and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one, because it's an all-out sprint to the finish.
Okay. Kind of like your life.
They host Elk River on Tuesday, and Howie?
We'll be there. There you go. It's contagious.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sports Side, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do. Back at Park Center High School, just about ready to get this one kicked off. Abdel Rahim ready to boot it away for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. The Pirates will have the first chance to possess the football. Line drive kick on the far side, bounces away from Ayo Bamadelli, but he's able to reel it in and get out as far as about the 23-yard line.
You know, you mentioned, Joe, in the opening that both teams having trouble scoring points, and obviously each team wants to get off to a quick start here tonight, and certainly no more than Coon Rapids really want. After not playing last week, they wanted to. Both sides of the ball want to get off to a quick start.
And as we mentioned in the open, both teams with a different play caller under center, and we'll see what kind of adjustment period for both offenses to get used to.
Well, the Pirates going to run
a little different feel.
They're going to want to run the ball to set up the pass, so we'll see what happens here, especially with, it'll be interesting with a different quarterback.
Handoff goes to Blay, trying to bounce out to the left side. He's swallowed up after a short gain. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9.
You know, Hoban is the starting quarterback. Cardinals defensively have to be so concerned about what he does with his legs specifically, because he's averaging a little over about 4.5 yards a carry from the tailback position. And now when he's behind center, they have to be concerned about what he's going to do in the pocket and how if he's going to get outside, and they have to contain him. That defense has to really keep him in the middle, not let him gain that edge.
Blay the single setback. Under center is Hoban. He's got 2 receivers on the right side on 2nd and 9. Drops back, handoff goes to Blay, hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Back at the 20-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 13.
Bernard Hibbler on the tackle, just a nice job. You're going to see him coming in. Watch number 28 as he's going to come into your picture and just wrap up this tackler, this ball carrier. Sure tackle. That was great. Great opportunity for Coon Rapids. Puts him in a 3rd and long situation.
They're going to spot him at the 21, so 3rd and 12. And exactly the start Coon Rapids was looking for on defense. 2 big stuffs of the Pirate run game. Even with Freeman under center, not a team that does a lot of passing.
No, so
putting him in 3rd and long situations is not their comfort zone. 3 receivers on the right side on 3rd and 12. Hobit looks for the quarterback draw and found a little bit of a crease, but it'll be 4th and long, and out comes the punting unit for Park Center.
Yeah, I think the Pirates were hoping to catch the defense in a passing situation and see if they can gain the first down with their legs. But a great job by the Cardinal defense, just collapsing around Hoban, bring him to the ground on a small gain, and will force the Pirates to punt on their first possession. So good job at 3 and out.
And Coon Rapids should get pretty good field position here. A running punt. It's not very deep. It's going to bounce just on Coon Rapids' side of midfield. Cardinals clear out, and it is downed by Dominic Brown at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, as you mentioned, good field position. Nothing there that the Cardinals could return, but the smart, they stay away from it, making sure that nobody in a white jersey touches it. There's head coach Jordan Salas, in the gentleman in yellow. Joe and I had a chance to talk to him, and they had a pretty good week of practice as well. Guys have been putting hard work into this, but they've been very lucky. No issues with any sickness on the squad.
Coon Rapids on first down. Handoff goes to Jeebly. Tried to change direction at the line of scrimmage. Ends up losing a yard. Or back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Jeebly trying to gain that edge. Nice job by Amir Madoun on the tackle for Park Center.
Madian will be a factor on offense as well for the Pirates. Coon Rapids on 2nd and 10. Doe will drop back out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on his left side. Fake the give. The throw is tipped. Intended receiver Mustafa Monir, but it was deflected right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice route run by Monir, but unfortunately, as you mentioned, one of those big guys up front got a piece of it. So now Coon Rapids in a 3rd and long situation to start their first drive of the game. And they certainly don't waste any time getting to the line of scrimmage.
So the 3 receivers on the right side now for Doe. Handoff goes to Jeebly, stumbles and falls forward for a very short gain, and Coon Rapids will go 3 and out.
Well, it wasn't the greatest snap from center, and it was kind of an awkward handoff, and Jeebly was, in trying to get it, just kind of tripped over his own feet. And the Cardinals will go 3 and out as well.
Two quick 3 and outs for opening possessions. Doe, not a great punt, bounces right past Ayo Bomadelli, who picked it up, and
he probably should have let that one go. I don't know if it would have
driven down by Antonio Manos, but he wanted to try and prevent it from losing any additional yardage back. That's a dangerous one, but he's able to secure it.
I mean, the ball took a funny hop off the turf. Kind of jetted out at an angle, and still did a nice job of getting it in, making sure that he retained possession for the Pirates.
So Park Center will start way back at their own 11-yard line. Wasn't a greatest punt, but the result phenomenal.
Hey, you'll take that bounce.
And so now Holman under center from his own 11. Inside run doesn't find any room against the Cardinal defense. Blay finally tumbles out of the scrum, but very short game. They'll give him out to the 13, a gain of 2.
Again, tough sledding so far early on. You've got a number of guys there. You see Bernard Hibbler there as well. Number of white jerseys, making sure he wasn't going to gain very many positive yards.
Two receivers way out wide to the right. Single setback is Blay. Flanker on the left. Handoff goes to Blay, wrapped up and dropped to the backfield by David Jeebley. At the 11-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 11.
You know, he's such a good athlete, obviously playing on both sides of the ball, but look at Jeebley come in from his linebacker position, beat the block, and able to make a very clean tackle around the ankles and bring him down for the loss.
Oh, even back at the 9-yard line, so 3rd and 12.
They had a 3rd and 12 their last drive.
They did indeed.
Yeah, this is, and the obviously, as you see, head coach for the day, Nick Blankers.
Pirates 3rd and 12 from their own 9. Straight drop, they throw, and that went backwards, so that is going out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. That will be a loss of yardage, fumble out of bounds, and the Pirates will be punting from their own end zone.
Yeah, I mean, that's a situation where you've got a quarterback who, you know, isn't this initial starting quarterback, and obviously you practice, and that should be a relatively easy throw, but he just put a little too much on that one.
Loss of 6 more makes it 4th and, well, they're going to say 4th and 17 from the 4. And they're going to back up half the distance.
Doesn't have a lot of room to kick out of that end zone. And Cardinals should have good field position here to start this second drive for them. Head coach Salas, we had a nice chat. Had an opportunity to talk about the season in general and how he feels about his team. He feels they're a really good bunch of guys and very athletic.
High, short punt to the near side will bounce off of a Pirate player and then get pushed forward out across the 20. But this one should be dead inside. They're going to mark it at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, not the punt he wanted. As you mentioned, it went basically straight up.
And Coon Rapids with a golden opportunity now. On the scoreboard, they call it the 18. That's where the Cardinals will line up. 1st and 10 with 6 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. And the Pirate line getting a little eager.
Yeah.
Will give them 5 more.
Oh, yeah, and that's something that can't please Coach Salas there as he takes his headset off for a second to kind of compose himself. I mean, those are penalties that you should not commit. I mean, especially in this part of the field.
So 1st and 5 from the 13. And that was a little miscommunication as they sent Nathan Cavanaugh in motion, and then the ball was thrown toward him.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know if he felt that he was the initial receiver, but he certainly didn't look for the ball at all.
Sent him in motion, and Doe put it right where it was supposed to be. I don't think he was trying to get it to Ulen, but either way, it was incomplete. 2nd and 5 from the 13. Throwing right, pass is caught.
Nice catch.
By Sonny Tao, going to the turf and bringing in a low throw. And it's going to be right near the 1st down marker.
Oh, that's an incomplete pass, Hope, but I think watch the ball hit the turf. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass. Fortunately, the Cardinals...
Not the way it was ruled.
No.
But it is going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and less than a yard from just outside the 8. So officially it will be a reception for 4 yards.
Good effort to go low and get it, too. It just...
Jeebly in motion, gets the rock and gets swarmed behind the line, dropped for a loss back at the 15. Late flag comes in the defensive backfield. We'll have to see what happens with that. But that was a loss of 6 yards that would have made the 4th down opportunity a lot more difficult.
I think the Cardinals are going to keep the ball here. We get a 1st down at this point. I think there was they may have said something about defensive holding, but we'll see.
Personal foul, face mask. And that's an unfortunate penalty to take if you are the Park Center Pirates on what was a great read.
Yeah, because that would have put him in a 4th down situation.
Yeah, it would have been 4th and about 6 from the 15. Instead, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 7. Handoff goes to Jeebly, able to get away from one man, break through another tackle into the end zone, touchdown Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen David Jeebly run so hard all year long. I mean, he's a really good athlete, really strong lower body. I mean, he's tough to bring down. Going for 2.
Does look as if they are. Jordan Doe out of the shotgun, rolling to his right, throws. That pass is incomplete. Looking for Muhammad Elmi. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Mustafa Munir in the back of the end zone.
And he had him too. Munir had to step behind the defender, and he just, as we're going to see the touchdown here, just nice job by Jeebly, just bouncing off of a couple of tacklers. And on the 2-point conversion, actually, I like the play design because you had Doe rolling to his right and Munir coming across the back of the end zone, and he was open. They just couldn't find him. But the Cardinals will score first here tonight with 4:57 remaining in the first. 4 plays just to go 18 yards. It took it just 1 minute and 12 seconds off the clock. David Jeebly, 7-yard touchdown run. I believe that's his 3rd score of the year.
John Patru is doing the kicking tonight. I did not catch that on the opening kickoff. His kick this time, driven to Ayobamidele at about the 15. He finds a little bit of a seam out across the 25 and out to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, decent field position for the Pirates here, as we have a Cardinal, I believe. Oh no, there's a Pirate, Park Center Pirate down, but he's okay.
Well, the Pirates now need to get their offense rolling, at the very least to give their defense a rest, but more to try and turn the field position around.
Well, so far the Pirates not that either offense has been sparkling yet this evening, but the Pirates not being able to do too much in their first 2 drives. We'll see with a little better field position if they can do something here.
Gonna run the option, keeping it bouncing off of the initial contact was Chris Frazier. And he's out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, gain of 7.
See it again, great block there. That was 26. Desmond Scott.
Make it 2nd and 3. Handoff goes to Blay. He's swarmed in the backfield and will come up with a loss again. This was not Blay. Desmond Scott. Did you just say that?
I did.
Oh, it was him that had the block.
Yeah, I mean, look at the play by the defense, though, Joe. I mean, this didn't fool them. They did a really good job of staying in their position, staying at home, and did a nice job of bringing them down. Hibbler.
Loss of 2 makes it 3rd and 5. Pirates 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. Holben fakes the give, rolls out, wants to run. Cardinals are there, and they drop him for a loss. And the Pirates will be in a punting position again.
Yeah, again, good defense by the Cardinals. They're doing a really nice job of pursuing to the ball. You're going to see he's trying to gain the edge, but Hibbler is just having a night for himself here early on. Another tackle for him.
TFL.
Hibbler,
Zach
that's his
Jensen.
fourth tackle of the night so far. It's early.
And at least 3 of, if not all 4, have been
Behind the
tackled
line.
for loss
Yep.
as well. Zach Jensen hoping to have a little bit better punt than last time. Get his defense a little bit more field to work with. Low snap, able to dig it up. And a decent punt off will take a Park Center bounce and be downed at the Coon Rapids 33-yard line.
Cardinals' last drive had a short field, and they were able to convert. We'll see what they do here on their next drive, a little bit longer of a field for them.
Well, their scoring drive was only 18 yards. 12 of those came by penalty.
Right.
So .226 remaining opening quarter. Coon Rapids leading 6-0. They start 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Handoff goes to Jeebly, trying to get around the left corner. Still looking for room. He splits up across the 40 to the 42, but a pair of yellow hankies in the backfield.
Yeah, it's coming back. That's going to be a hold on Coon Rapids.
Looks like they're marking it off right from where the line of scrimmage
You can see it
had
right
been.
there. Was it Leighton, I believe, on the hold with the hold? 2 officials saw it.
Maybe down field a yard, so it'll be 1st and 19. That's 1st and 20 from the 23. Doe setting up the bubble screen to Monier, broken up nicely. Right there was Edwin Cardbow.
Well, yeah,
Sniffed that out the whole way.
and this would have been. I'm trying to see where the pass. This may have been a loss had he held on
Sorry,
to
it was Kamari Watson who made the read and was right there, and he makes that read one half a step earlier, and he may be in that passing lane.
And in the end zone.
So on 2nd and 23, Doe drops back, looks, has time, waits, throws over the middle. That is picked off by Amir Madyan. Madyan will be dragged out of bounds inside the 15 at the Coon Rapids 13-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was looking at that, but he threw it right to Madyan. He just, trying to roll to your left just a little bit, the quick throw. Yeah, there wasn't the receiver for Coon Rapids. That was Ullman, but this pass thrown well short.
Well, and a nice return for Madyan as
Yep.
well, and his first interception of the season sets his team up with a very short field, 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 13-yard line.
Yeah, as I was going to say, we'll see what the Pirates can do with a short field. Last time Coon Rapids had a short field, they converted.
Pirates have not been able to move the sticks yet tonight in this first quarter, this being their 4th possession of the contest. Out of the shotgun, looking to run is Hoban. Hoban finds a little seam, falls forward close to the 5-yard line. Gain of about 7.
See, this is where Hoban will be dangerous for the Cardinal defense. When he's in close, his experience at running the ball, I mean, it was a run obviously all along, just a nice job of finding a hole and picking up some nice positive yardage and moving a little closer to the stripe.
2nd and 3 from the 6. And yeah, when you drop him back out of the shotgun, it gives him more room to look at the defense and set up as if he, from a spot he's a little more used to, as a tailback. He's out of the shotgun with Desmond Scott in the backfield with him. They'll look to follow Scott again, bounces away, looking for another hole, being chased, wrapped up, and taken down by David Jeebley, but he's going to be very close to the 1st and goal, and he has it.
He has it. I mean, and again, just a nice job of avoiding a tackle before Jeebley was able to get to him. He went to the opposite side, and Jeebley able to come across and get a low tackle, but not before he picked up some nice yardage.
The Pirates able to pick up their first down of the ball game and sets them up 1st and goal. Just over 30 seconds left in the first half. Scott right up the middle and touchdown, Park Center.
Well, the Mannion interception turns into points for the Pirates, and we're all knotted up awaiting an extra point kick or a 2-point conversion play.
So they are going to send Jensen out to try to give the Pirates the lead.
Good job up front by the big guys opening that hole.
Kick is up. It is no good, and we are tied at 6.
We're knotted up. So Cardinals on their first score of the evening try 2-point conversion. They do not make it, and then Park Center, thanks to an interception, comes back, as you see, and a nice job pushing it in.
2 teams scoring touchdowns from a combined 31 yards. 2 very short scoring drives. This one just 3 plays and about 91 seconds off the clock. All right, it was 93 seconds, but
91, 93. Close enough.
Either way, definitely not a sustained drive. But here we are with 28 seconds left in the opening quarter, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, and Scott gets the score, and we'll see what the Cardinals can do on their next drive.
Jensen's kick, angled to the far side. Cardinals will let it bounce and go out of bounds, and they'll take it at the 35.
Yeah, they'll take that field position any time to start their next drive. And now Jordan Doe coming back at quarterback just has to shake off that interception, and he knew he shouldn't have probably thrown that. He tried to force it in to Ullman, and just the pass, Mannion was right there for it. We'll see if we get a heavy dose of David Jeebley here on this drive.
Outside of the touchdown run, he really hasn't had an opportunity to get going upfield.
3 carries for 7 yards on the evening.
Handoff goes to Jeebley, and he's able to wiggle his way out across 35. He gets a gain of about 2 or 3.
Well, the Cardinals would certainly like to soften up that middle of the Park Center defense, and they've got the big guys up front to do that, and they certainly have the horse and David Jeebley to run the ball.
Coon Rapids called timeout just before the snap. Evidently something the quarter expired.
ended.
That's the end of the first quarter. Coon Rapids will have it 2nd and 7 from their own 38. We're tied 6-6. You're watching CTM's live coverage of high school football.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on the ice.
Back at Park Center High School, handoff goes to David Cheebley, trying to work his way around the left side, spins and dives forward out to the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from there.
Yeah, Jeebley, and a good job by the Park Center defense to limit.
Oh, and we've
JB
got
Weber.
a Pirate player that is slow to get up, James Don.
He went down initially, then got up, and then went back down. Hate to see that.
Clearly in a fair amount of distress. We hope nothing major.
Yes.
And again, you know, any opportunity to play, but you know, you're looking at any injuries at this point with a short week coming up before the regular season concludes with a game on Wednesday next week. Not a lot of time to rehab injuries.
I like to see him walking off under his own power. I like to see that.
So Coon Rapids facing a big 3rd down, 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far. Jeebley lined up in the slot on the left side. Doe alone in the backfield on 3rd and short. Fakes the give to Jeebley. Doe bounces away from first contact, running for the sidelines, has the first down. Out to about the 48-yard line.
And that's what obviously the Cardinals love about Jordan Doe. One of the many things, obviously, and he's a smart player for sure. But his athleticism.
That was scary right here, though, because
he got hit hard
he
out of
stopped
bounds.
right there for a second.
Then he got hit pretty hard as he was running out of bounds. A little shove.
Terribly close to adding 15 yards.
Yeah.
The Pirates already penalized a couple of big times. Don't want to do it some more. Jeebley gets the handoff, has a hole on the right side, cuts back and has a big gain inside the 30 and down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 27 yards.
I'll tell you, if you do a good job blocking up front, which the Cardinals did on that play, David Jeebley has such good moves that he's able to get quick through a hole, and then you never know what's going to happen because he has that breakaway speed where he can beat a defender. But good job blocking up front. Then he's going to use his speed to get around the edge.
Well, and then at the end, he's going to drag a couple of guys for a couple more yards. 1st and 10 from the 25. Doe hands it off to Jeebley, cuts back, shakes again, and dives forward to the 17-yard line, a gain of 8. Makes 2 guys miss right there, makes another miss there. And the guy that he made miss the first time around came back to get him, Kamari Watson. 2nd and 2, though, for the Cardinals from the 17. Handoff goes to Gibli again. He turns his shoulders upfield, and he's into the end zone for the second time tonight. Coon Rapids back on top.
And that was a very easy score. And we have another Park Center player down. I'll just slow to get up anyway. And he made that actually look easy with his speed and his burst through the middle. As we'll see, I would imagine again they'll go for two.
Well, you asked if we would see a heavy dose of David Gibli on this drive. The drive was 6 plays. 5 of them were runs by David Gibli, ending with the 17-yard touchdown score, his 2nd TD of the night. Handoff goes to Gibli inside, and he is denied. So it'll be 12-6.
Yeah, not much room that time for Gibli. That motion didn't fool the Park Center defense at all. Just going to close around. This is the touchdown run, of course. And here's the 2-point conversion. You're going to see a lot of green jerseys just come into your picture and close it down.
Scoring drive was 75 yards, 70 of them on 5 carries for David Gibli.
Ishmael
Or
Conte.
60 of them were David Gibli on 5 carries.
Ishmael Conte on the tackle. Joe, he's a great defensive player. He's the 6th leading tackler in the state of Minnesota right now. He's got 45 tackles on the season. He's averaging about a little over 10 tackles a game.
That's getting around the ball.
Yeah, that's getting to defensive where you need to be.
Patro to kick it off for the Cardinals again, now in front 12-6. And this one is going to sail over the head of Nate Hubbard and into the end zone for a touchback.
Now we'll see if the Pirates can answer here as we start the 2nd quarter. Their first drive of the 2nd quarter, 12-6 lead for Coon Rapids. Missed on a couple of 2-point conversion attempts on their 2 scores.
Well, three touchdowns,
Yep.
3 failed 2-point conversions.
No, the other one was an extra
Oh,
point.
you're right.
The Park Center
So
missed
2
an extra
failed
point.
2-point conversions.
Yep, and a failed.
3 failed point after
Correct.
conversions. Thank you for correcting me.
Sure, I don't have to do it so infrequently. It's just, I'm surprised sometimes.
Chris Frazier on the sweep is going to pick up about 6. So we've seen a couple of times that the Pirates have been able to get the speed to the wing and be able to beat the Cardinals laterally to make offensive progression. Handoff goes to Blay, hit it the line with speed, got a first down out to the 34-yard line, a gain of 8.
You know, Blake came into the game 15 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown, but he just had a nice burst there, and then he lays a little lumber at the end of it on Manos.
First and 10 from the 34.
Just the 2nd first down for the Pirates.
Handoff goes to Blay again, spun around at the line, but moves forward, and he's going to be close to another first down.
He's a big back, and he gets a head of steam in front of him. He's tough to bring down, and he likes to deal the punishment out at the end of the run. He's just a good north-south runner. This time he's going to try and gain that edge. Spins off a tackle, and again, it's tough. Not an easy young man to bring down.
2nd and less than a yard here from their 43-yard line.
They can air it out here, Joe?
Probably not.
Yeah. It would be an interesting call. I mean,
Well, it's definitely the down and distance to attempt something downfield, but they did want to pass, but somebody's helmet came off. It was Gavin Layton's helmet that came off, and the flag goes, and throwing his hands in the air is James Parker, but typically those helmets don't come off without
a little help.
The opponent having assisted in that, so they're discussing exactly what's going to happen. They were looking to pass on second and short. I was just going to say, you know, when you got Blay running in the way he did those last two, yeah, that might have been illegal.
A trip,
hands to the face.
Oh, it was hands to the face.
Oh, yeah. His hand came up and went right across his face mask.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right. He is running hard, but if you don't hit that on third in that short distance, you've got a pretty good chance of making it.
Correct. See what happens.
Motion.
Wait, are they false start?
Yeah.
Illegal hands to the face.
That they'll accept.
So that'll back them up, and it'll still be second down.
Well, that's not a false start.
But if a false start penalty, the play dies.
Should die.
So then you
That's
can't.
what they're discussing.
You can't. It's a dead play, so the hands to the face never existed.
So I think Coach Salas is talking about just that.
I mean,
it makes perfect sense.
I would want to know in his position.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can you have a hands to the face if the play should have been blown dead? Unless it was that is also the signal though for illegal formation.
Okay.
So if it's an illegal formation penalty,
then the play can continue.
Then the play can continue. So either way, it's backed him up, and it is now 2nd and 11 from the 33. Dropping back and looking is Hoban. Hoban airing it out down the right side. Has a man, Ayabamadeli behind the defense, and he is gone. A 67-yard score, and the Pirates have pulled even once again.
That was the play that they called before that flag was thrown, because Ayabamadeli was same pattern, same position, and again, that was a nice throw. Got behind the defense, and Ayabamadeli doing a nice job of running after the catch.
Well, laid it into him pretty much in stride, and he was well behind the defense. Just an easy catch and run for Austin Ayabamadeli, and a big 67-yard touchdown strike from Micah Hoban. And the Pirates look like they're going to go for 2 this time.
That makes sense. See if they can get the 2-point lead.
Hoban drops back, rolls to his right, being chased under pressure, throws left-handed, and that was knocked away by Ayabamadeli.
Yeah, and his teammate's going, it was me, it was mine.
Amir Madian was standing right in the back of the end zone.
He's still pleading his case. Come on, man.
It was a nice defensive play by Ayabamadeli.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did not know apparently that that Madian was standing on the back line. Here's another look at that touchdown throw. Just heaved it up and let Ayabamadeli run underneath it. Still behind the defense, and no chance the Cardinals were going to catch him. And there you see it, a left-handed throw.
Oh, it's coming right to him.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was a great throw. He threw it left-handed.
Yeah.
He's not a left-handed. He's not left-handed, but he throws it left-handed on that scramble play, and it was on the money. Had Ayabamadeli let it go through to Madian.
Yep.
Madian just couldn't believe it. Like, huh? What
happened? Wait, you're on my team.
Let me have it, man.
So we are tied at 12.
Tied at 12.
Yep.
8:30 still to play in the first half. Jensen, a squib kick that will be scooped up by Manos at the 25, looking for room, running left to right, and finally will lower his shoulder and just bowl his way forward out close to the 30.
Yeah, Manos did a nice job there, just picking it up and getting some yardage.
And now it's on the Cardinal offense to respond. Solid drive their last time out, ended in the end zone,
Yep.
and it was
A lot of number
lot
three.
of number 3, and here he comes again on first down. Jeebly eluding guys and finding room, gets outside, shakes, bakes some more, spins away. He's got a first
So
down
good.
out to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, he's elusive. There's no question about that. You'll see it again. I mean, just
How
look
does
to
he
test
come
the
out of
middle.
that
I
group
don't know.
right there?
And then,
And then between those two, make them both fall down, and then he finds actual space to run.
He's
And,
talented. But I mean, look at his feet. I mean, his
He
feet.
nearly shook James Don right there at the end as well. Timeout, Park Center.
A little under 8 left in this first half.
Just under 8 minutes remaining in the opening half. How do we get here? 2 very short scoring drives
Yep.
in the first quarter. Coon Rapids scoring on an 18-yard drive after a botched punt. And then Park Center answering with a 12-yard touchdown drive after an interception. Coon Rapids early in the second. A solid drive capped by a 17-yard touchdown by David Jeebly, and then the answer was a 67-yard Ayabamadeli reception for a touchdown. Fake the give to Jeebly on first down, and Jordan Doe is into Pirate territory to the 45, a gain of 7.
Nice fake by Doe as well, because that defense was looking at number 3, and by the time that they could react to it, Jordan Doe able to pick up some nice positive yardage.
Well, you have to be aware of where number 3
Always.
is if you're wearing a green jersey on defense. This time he will get it on the right side. He's got a big hole and a big gain again down inside the 20 to the 17. Another first down for the Cardinals.
Hey, he's just so quick. I mean, look at that. I mean, just the way he turns upfield and he finds that hole and then he accelerates. Got a little burst of speed there.
10 carries for 113 yards. He's averaging over 11 yards a carry
That's
right
not
now.
bad.
You'll take that. He's going to get another one here, but this time he's going backwards as the Pirates were in the backfield. They swallow him up for a loss of 3.
Those are like your stats back when you were in like the 5th grade. 11 yards a carry. You're playing in the
I was playing in the 3rd grade league, but
West Side Athletic Council.
so it'll be 2nd and 13 from the 20. Cardinals spread him out.
Oh, I didn't get that at first. Did you say you were?
They got Ethan Tedrow lined up in the slot. They tried to set up the receiver screen for Oleman, but thrown into the dirt. It's going to be 3rd and long.
But again, and actually it was a nice play call because Ullman had some space in front of him. If he's able to get that, Ullman did a nice job of just if he had been able to catch that, he had some room to run.
So 3rd and 13, definite 4-down territory. Do you run it here?
Well, hey, if you got a guy averaging 11 yards a carry, why not?
Well, that average dropped off a little bit with the 3-yard
Okay,
loss.
all right,
but
10 yards a carry, but regardless,
Doe with time, throws, passes, incomplete, and nearly picked off. Kamari Watson again with outstanding coverage for the Pirates.
Oleman is coming off limping too, and just I mean, the throw was just a little behind him. If he had led him to the outside, he may be able to get that pass, but I'm not sure how he's staying out there.
Well, he was forced to become a defender on that one because Watson definitely had the inside position. 4th and 13, Doe throwing over the middle. Pass is caught for a touch. No. Yes. Caught for a touchdown by Sonny Tao.
That was a heck of a catch.
First time he's been targeted. I don't know what came off and went tumbling behind, but okay, it's the second
catch.
Either way, that's right. The first one should have been incomplete.
It was a great.
That was a great catch.
He threw that into double coverage, but he threw it into the bucket. And I'll tell you what, Sonny Tao made a heck of a catch over his shoulder. Great concentration.
Cardinals will go for 2 again. Doe throwing. This time it is complete, and it's good to Monier to give Coon Rapids the 18-12 edge.
No, it's 20. It's 20-12.
Yes.
I was very impressed with that throw from Jordan Doe as he just dropped that in between 2 defenders. And as impressed as I was about the throw, the great concentration by Sonny Tao just to hang on to it. I mean, you can see him looking that pass in all the way. Oh, I see what you were talking about. You saw something come out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
it was
I thought it was one of the football.
No, it was one of the players'
yeah, it was the arm pad. I saw him putting it back on. But yeah, being able to haul it in while being tackled by 2 guys and hold on to it through the ground was impressive on Tao's part. A very nice pass from Jordan Doe. His look to Monier on the extra point was also very good. And Coon Rapids has an 8-point lead.
Nice drive in general. 7 plays, 70 yards.
Patro's boot will be taken from just inside the 10-yard line. Trying to find room to the near side is Nate Hubbard. He's going to be stopped just shy of the 30, but a pretty good return. And the Pirates will have 6 minutes to operate here, trailing by 8.
You mentioned good return for the Pirates to give them decent field position to start this drive.
Still a lot of time to go. We could see 2 or 3 more possessions.
We could.
Before, with the way this game is going. Hoban up under center, will drop back and hand off to Blay, and he is hit by 3 white jerseys almost immediately and stopped for a loss of 2.
Kendrick Dowdell, number 55 on the tackle. You mentioned 3 white jerseys there, just busting that point of attack. Puts him in a second and long situation. Keep an eye on number 1 at the bottom of your screen.
Io Pomadelli, you may not want to let him get behind you.
No.
Hoban rolling to his left, looking to throw left-handed again, and that's incomplete. Has he been left-handed the whole time?
Well, I think he's left-handed the whole time. Yeah, I don't think he's switching. I don't think he's switching hands in the middle of a play.
Well, I could have sworn that the pass, the 67-yarder was thrown right-handed.
No, he's okay. He's definitely a lefty.
I just didn't catch on until after that.
Yeah, you're old.
Another 3rd and long situation for the Pirates, still looking for their first 3rd down conversion of the contest. And certainly after the Cardinals, as you mentioned, had a solid drive, they don't want to give it right back to them.
No.
And give them a chance to go up by 2 scores.
Bombadelli again at the bottom of your screen.
Holben drops back, steps up, is swarmed and sacked. Ethan Tedrow dropping him back at the 19-yard line.
Love that play. Oh, yeah, now that's a foolish penalty. He's going to be called on Coon Rapids. Player opened his mouth right in front of the official. And they're going to give, they're going to tag, they're going to. Not sure what he said.
Well, it would be 4th and 20 from the 19. So it's just yardage. I don't think that's an automatic first down. But now instead of being 4th and 20, it's going to be 4th and 5.
So do you go for it in this situation?
No.
I don't think so either. But
well, their punting game has not been
stellar,
great, but at least at this point, you know, you're far enough out there. Yeah, I think they're going to send the punting unit.
Yeah, I would think that they have to at this point. Trailing by 8, they certainly.
But yeah, that's not a penalty you want to take.
No, it's just, yeah. I mean, you can see it there. I'm not sure what was said, and we don't have 63 on the roster, so I'm not sure who that is.
So instead of being 4th and 20 from the 19, it is 4th and 5 from the 34, and they are staying in their offensive set and looking to go for it here late in the second quarter.
It's a big. I think this is a big gamble. If they don't make it, they give great field position to Coon Rapids.
Holben looking to throw. Now he wants to run. Looks upfield, gets the corner, stretches out, and he's going to be close.
It might be a
oh, he's going to come up just short. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
No, they're giving him a first down.
He got just to the yardage needed, the 39, and that's where he got. That is a huge gamble, and it pays off at least for now.
Oh, I don't think he got there. I think he stepped out of bounds before the football got to the marker. But
well, according to the guys that have the stripes and make the calls, it is a first down.
We're fortunate enough to see the replay.
We are.
I think
for Park Center,
it's a good spot for the Pirates. But then
you
look back. You look back at that penalty, Joe. That's costly.
Giant. 1st and 10. They hand off to Slay, trapped in the backfield and dropped. A flag is going to be a hold. Do the Cardinals decline it with a tackle for loss?
He tackled him.
You can't do that?
You can't. They don't like it. Ethan Awato is the one that was brought to the ground.
So they will accept the hold and give him first down back. Move back to the 26-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 23, or 1st and 23. Play action. Holben has time, airing it out. Wants Bombadelli, but this time off the mark. And Cardinals had jerseys there and just out of his reach. It'll be 2nd down.
Bombadelli, a very dangerous athlete, and the Cardinals, knowing this, obviously saw that long touchdown by him earlier in this game, and they want to make sure they keep at least a couple of guys on him and not let him get, as you mentioned, not let him get behind the defense.
Well, and Holben had time. Offensive line that time giving him a nice pocket to look downfield. And here we are on 2nd and 23. Handoff goes to Slay. And he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
Oh, we have a Cardinal down. think we have a couple Cardinals down. Oh, that's Hibbler.
And that's
also Manuel Gordon.
Don't want to see anybody injured, obviously, but
or they're both up.
Both up and walking off under their own power, and that is a positive.
Cardinals going to call timeout.
Well, and here they have them with, 3rd and 23. Don't give up the big play. Don't commit the bad foul. Get your offense the ball back with some time left here to finish the half, knowing that you're going to get the ball to start the second as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be up by 2 scores going into the break would be huge. For Coon Rapids.
Huge.
As bad as the weather could be this late in the season, which is later than, usually we're well into section play by the, second week of November. And it can get cold and bad. Yeah. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. This is
Dan Wasserman.
What I would say is almost a perfect night for football, almost even a little too warm.
Dan Wasserman wearing shorts tonight. Although I think he put the long pants on, though.
Hoban on play action. Now he's chased, steps up, throws on the run, a wobbling duck, but it got to its target. Bombadelli has another big gain down inside the Cardinal 20. As the DB stopped to try and go for the pick, Armonte Henry stopped up and thought he had angle. It got over him, and Bombadelli has another huge gain, and they get out of a huge hole on 3rd and 23.
I'll tell you, if Henry ran just a couple more yards with him, that wouldn't have been a completion. But you're right, he stopped and thought, oh, I'm going to pick this one off, but just went over his head. And Bombadelli is a good receiver, and Henry kind of regrouped and made sure he tackled him and didn't get him in the end zone. But 2 catches for 124 yards. That's
all right.
That's Young-like.
Handoff goes to Blay. Blay keeps his feet moving. He's going to get a yard. And we're going to have some more players slow to get up. And a yell for the trainer is not.
Yeah, no. See it again. Just get piled up on a little bit.
Well, it's good to see when they yell for the trainer, but then before he can even get out there, he's told the services are not required.
Yeah, that was James Kennedy getting off the field, was limping a little bit.
So Park Center has its 2nd and 9 from the Coon Rapids 16-yard line. Call it 2nd and 8 from the 15. Quarterback keeper running right is Hoban, spinning, trying to find extra yardage. He may have gotten 2 more.
Obviously 4 down territory in this situation for Park Center. Going to try and turn it upfield. And again, we talked about that fact that he's been their primary ball carrier. Now behind center, he's got that opportunity to kind of look at the field a little bit, pick the holes that he needs to run.
3rd and 6. That big pass to Bombadelli was their first 3rd down conversion of the ball game. Kept this drive alive, and here they are, 3rd and 6. Again, on the quarterback keeper, running right is Hoban.
Be short.
Needed to get to the 7. He's just inside the 10. It'll be 4th down. 4th and 2.
Park Center were successful on their last 4th down try.
That was a run by Holben and the reach at the end, and
maybe a tough play for the defense here. They'd like to stop him.
Holben out of the shotgun, has Blay in the backfield with him. Will run to his right and now wants to throw, and that pass is caught at the back of the end zone for a touchdown by Madian.
Yeah, nice hands. Linebacker, nice on defense, but and a good pass. Just able to just kind of brought in with one hand. Nice job of concentration to hang on to it for the score. This game's been back and forth.
Well, now they would need the 2-point conversion to pull back even. We saw Madian was the target on the 2-point conversion last time, and it was knocked away at the last second this time. A nice over-the-shoulder catch at the back of the end zone.
I like the fact he pulled it in with one hand and made sure he brought it in.
Holben rolling left, throws, passes incomplete. Intended on the far side for Chris Frazier.
So the Cardinals will hold a slim 2-point lead here with 1:20 remaining in the first half. Both teams finding a little bit of offense here tonight. There's the throw. Look at that, he brought it in with one hand, just a beautiful catch. He's able to put that big mid out.
Well, and able to get his toes down in bounds. Good concentration, and there you saw the 2-point conversion just out of the reach of Chris Frazier. But just 1:20 remaining on the clock now for the Cardinals to see if they can put any more points on the board before half.
Well, this time the Pirates go 71 yards on 12 plays for the score.
Yeah, and that drive had two 4th down conversions. A conversion on 3rd and 23 that went for 50-plus yards. The flag for the personal foul after the sack that led to the first 4th down conversion. Kick fielded from the 15-yard line, and trying to get around the left sideline is Kavanaugh. He's out to about the 27 where the Cardinals will take over.
And good special teams play by the Pirates there to limit field position.
Well, we'll see what Coon Rapids can do in a hurry-up style offense. They do still have a couple of timeouts. They try and go to the screen, and that is incomplete, thrown low behind David Giebly.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times from Jordan, just those little screen passes that hit the turf.
Well, and I mean, David Giebly can turn any screen pass into big yardage, but you do want to pick up chunks at this point.
Well, you want to get it to him.
Giebly in motion, he gets the handoff. He wants to turn upfield, find some room across the 30 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 9 sets up 3rd and 1.
Cardinals at 50%, 2 of 4 on 3rd down. As again, Giebly quickly turns that upfield.
Handoff goes to Giebly on 3rd down, and somehow he spun away from what he looked to be stopped, and now gets a 1st down out to the 40.
Ojibwa to, again, just keeping those feet moving, able to pick up that first down.
Doe rolling on first down, throws, passes incomplete, a little behind Monier at midfield.
You see that pass is got a tip on it. That was Kamari Watson got a piece of that.
He's been big defensively for the Pirates, been around the ball a lot. Doe waits, throws, passes complete and out of bounds. Was Darius Hewlin on the catch.
Just a quick little throw, and Hewlin able to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Just 20 ticks remaining here in the first half.
So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 47 with 20 seconds remaining. Pass complete to Monier, looking to find a blocker to get behind. Instead, he has a first down to the 46 of Park Center.
Cardinals call their final timeout. So yeah, they will burn their last time out here with 15 seconds remaining. Now they've given up a couple big plays on defense, and that's something that I know that Coach Russin, when he looks at, I'm sure he's watching. Well, I know he's watching actually. So he'll look at those things too as they after this game and they go back to practice for a quick week, short turnaround. It's the last home game of the year, I believe, against Armstrong.
So 1st and 10 from the Pirate 46-yard line. Doe out of the shotgun, hands off to Jeebly, running right. Spins, nowhere to go, bounces back outside, and he's out of bounds right around the 40 after a 5 or 6 yard gain.
How is he not brought down in bounds first and foremost? And just a great play by him to stay on his feet and get out of bounds, at least preserve another opportunity for one more play before we end this first half.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 41. Fake the give to Jeebly. On the keeper is Doe, trying to weave his way up the middle, but plenty of green jerseys to keep that from happening. He would be right at the first down marker, but that's going to do it for the second quarter. They've not signaled the end of the half. They put 1 second back on.
But Cardinals didn't have any timeouts.
I thought they had one left.
Oh, I thought they already called 2, but I could be mistaken.
And he was stopped short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 37.
Cardinals 4 of 6 on 3rd down, but they're going to go for the end zone here, obviously.
Unless they're hiding a kicker that they trust to
with a cannon
to try and kick it 55 yards.
He'd have to have a heck of a leg.
So this should be the last play of the half. Doe hanging out, has time, throws long over the middle, incomplete. Pass intended for Hewlin, but there were a lot of Park Center defenders there as well. Incomplete, and we will go to the half with Coon Rapids leading Park Center 20-18. We'll be back with first half highlights and stats after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of high school football.
resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Back at Park Center High School at halftime, Coon Rapids a 20-18 lead. It's been a weird one. Started with neither offense being able to get going, but then cashing in both teams on short fields. David Jeebly's 7-yard touchdown run started the scoring. And then after an interception by Amir Madian, the Pirates take advantage of the short field and get across the stripe to even the score at 6. Coon Rapids comes back with a dominant rushing attack of David Jeebly. He gets in from 17 yards out. But then the long bomb blows up from Hoban to Ayo Bombadeli, a 77-yard score, evened it at 12. Just a drop in the bucket from Doe to Tao made it 18-12 or 20-12, and then a great step on the back line by Amir Madian. The catch to bring it back to a 2-point game. Their 2-point conversion failed late in the second quarter. But that last scoring drive for Park Center, a couple of touchdowns and big play or penalties and big plays that the Cardinal defense just can't have happen.
No, I mean, they cannot let a receiver get behind them, not only once, but twice. And those are things I'm sure that Nick Plankers and his staff have talked about and talked to the guys about and made some adjustments on that. So we can't let those receivers get behind us defensively. It's really important. Now, the Coon Rapids Cardinals will get the ball here to start the second half.
And they need to be able to do something with it. But that last scoring drive for the Pirates, 2 fourth-down conversions, including the touchdown. The first of the 2 fourth-down conversions would have been a 4th and 20, not for a personal foul.
Right.
Unsportsmanlike penalty. They gave him 4th and 5, at which point they went for it and were able to get just enough for that first down. With it 4th and 20 back at their own 20-yard line, they would have punted. But that kept it alive, and then they hold the 3rd and 23, and another big connection from Hoban to Ayo Bombadeli.
Yeah, and those are the things that the Cardinals defensively can let continue to happen here. They hold a 2-point lead at 20-18. And again, we talked about they'll have the ball here for the start. They would love the opportunity to go down and take the opportunity to score. And look at that! You're never safe, Yun.
Dancing and stuff in my face.
Stuff in your face.
Halloween candy. That happened.
Oh, me too. I never met a piece of candy that I didn't like to devour.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Jordan Doe and the Cardinals have a slim lead at 2 points, but they will get the ball to start on offense.
I'm sure both head coaches are saying it's nice to see their team scoring some points, but both teams have had miscues on both sides of the ball. Coach Plankers talked to his guys about what he saw that he liked, which is there are a number of things that I'm sure he liked, but there are a few things that he did not like, and hopefully they make an adjustment here in the second half, especially defensively in that backfield.
Jensen set to kick it off. Kavanaugh and Jeebly are the deep backs for Coon Rapids, standing just outside their own 10-yard line. Good boot. Kavanaugh back inside the 10 to the 8-yard line to return it. Nice seam up the sideline and great speed out near midfield and across it into Park Center territory. Great blocking along that edge, and call him the little jet, as Nathan Kavanaugh just turned on the speed. And look at the seam there. White jerseys on both sides, and just able to run away from everybody. Great return, 1st and 10 from the Pirate 49.
A good vision too by Kavanaugh, as he's able to find a lane to get in, and he's got to be one of your favorite players, Joe.
Always.
Oh.
Doe rolling, wants to run, cuts back, finds a seam, and has a first down, spinning and trying to fight for more. And stopped just shy of the 35-yard line, a gain of about 13.
Well, he had a big defensive lineman in front of him, but because, as you're going to see here, does such a nice job of just cutting back upfield.
Yeah, Nathan Kavanaugh, by the way, 5'5", 125.
Yeah.
I think he is absolutely my favorite player.
Yeah, Corey Malone just faked out of his cleats.
Well, it looks like Kamari Watson coming off and being talked to by the trainer, and
Looks like a shoulder, maybe.
it's like he's
No,
grabbing,
now
at
he's
his
grabbing his
hamstring.
hamstring.
Hopefully he's okay. It looks like it's just a cramp. On first down, a handoff. David Jeebly off the left side. Big hole. Almost broke a tackle and broke for big yardage. Instead, tripped up just inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it was a nice
Another
play.
first down.
Nice play by Nate Hubbard, because if he doesn't make that tackle, there's a good opportunity that Jeebly finds the stripe. You can see Hubbard just get a little piece of him. He's fallen. Didn't get a lot of them, but it's got enough of them. Put him to the ground.
Gain of 11, another first down. Handoff, Jeebly right up the middle. And he's down to the 18, a gain of 5. $140 yards on the night so far.
That's not bad.
And 2 touchdowns.
No, that's not bad.
Handoff, Jeebly caught in the backfield and slipped down for a loss. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, just trying to reverse field and lost his footing.
Well, Ishmael Conte was right there.
Yeah, and he's
So
a sure tackler.
Handoff goes to Jeebly on 3rd down around the right side, finds a seam, has a first down inside the 10, close to the 7-yard line.
He's such a hard runner, and again, we talked about it all game. So difficult to bring down. And again, he's just going to see that. And great blocking up front for the Cardinals, too. Tedrow there on the outside.
Gain of 14, they put it at the 8. Doe out of the shotgun, will take his time. Handoff goes to Jeebly, bounced off a tackler in the backfield.
They fumbled.
And the ball came out. Pirates say they have it, and officials say down by contact.
Yeah, he's fortunate. And he's a little slow to get up, too.
Marked down to the 5, a gain of 3.
Those are 3 very
Second
tough
and goal.
yards. We'll see if we can see where that ball comes out.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely down before and bent backwards. And you can see why he might be a little slow to get up, but he seems okay.
He'll be sore in the morning.
Second and goal from the 5. Set up the screen, and it bounces away right off the shoulder pads of Dominic Oleman.
Cards were fortunate there. There wasn't a green jersey a little bit closer to that football. They would have been picked off. Cardinals 5 of 8 on third down.
Trying to make it a 2-score game. Handoff goes to Jeebly, looking for a hole. Left side cuts up, and a flag flies in.
Yeah, that's on Coon Rapids. I think that was a hold.
He did get into the end zone, although it was never signaled.
Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, you could see that on the outside as Jeebly's trying to turn that corner. There it is right there. That's unfortunate.
So it'll be third and goal now from the 12 and make it the 17. Oh, no, it's encroachment.
Yeah, it's definitely encroachment. So it'll be third and
goal from the 7.
A large young man right there. 2 fouls. Encroachment. And
that's an unfortunate
and that's a first down.
Because that'll be an automatic first down. And that's just...
Let's watch this, Joe. We'll see if we can see where that... there's the jump. And there's a punch thrown. And you can't do that. It's unsportsmanlike.
So that'll be half the distance in a brand new set of downs, and giving the Cardinals extra downs in this part of the field is, well, giving any team extra downs in this part of the field, not wise. Coach Salas wants an explanation. He's out onto the field. And
they're saying it's third down. Don't they get an automatic first down on something like that?
They should.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike is an automatic first, and now we've got a timeout by the officials, and they're going to talk.
Well, yeah, it should. You would think so. I mean, that was unsportsmanlike. That should be.
Unsportsmanlike should be an automatic first, but it's not the Cardinal coaching staff that is complaining, but Coach Salas, who is questioning the call. I mean, the encroachment makes the third and goal from the 7. And he's asking for fourth down. I don't. But that's just.
No, before that.
But typically, I would think that an unsportsmanlike personal foul is an automatic first down. But apparently, if it doesn't give you a first down on the field, it'll still mean it. They still have it marked as third and goal. Now we're at about the 3-yard line. And the conversation between Coach Salas and the officials continues. And he's got to be awfully careful before he'll get another one thrown at him. The referee is still discussing things with Coach Salas. I don't know that I've ever seen an official take this long to discuss anything with a coach. Down marker stays at third.
It does.
Coach Salas, whether satisfied or no, has finally returned to the sidelines. But if I'm a coach on the red sideline, I want to know why that personal foul doesn't get me a first down.
He's still hot on the sideline over
sure.
there.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. Play action. Pass is incomplete.
Pass interference.
No, it was caught.
Oh, was it?
It was caught. There was a flag on the play. I did not think
that was pass interference.
That Hewlin was going to be able to bring it in, but he was.
Wow. I didn't think he
did either, but I saw the flag immediately.
Well, you can see the pass interference from up here, but again, I didn't think he saw it. I mean, he caught it.
Cardinals will attempt another 2-point conversion. Here's
here.
Another look at it.
Oof. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. That ball did look like it hit the turf again. We've seen 2 of those.
Looks an awful lot like it hit the turf, and both have been in the favor of the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
They'll take it any way they can get it.
Looking, waiting, throws, passes, caught in the corner by Dominic Oleman for the 2-point conversion.
That puts it at 28-18, 10-point lead now for the Cardinals. Seeing that. Well, tough to see. There's a better angle when we saw it from the other
that's
view.
From the referee's angle.
Yeah.
From the referee's angle,
yeah, he would. I understand that.
Up to the ball.
Absolutely.
Referees are doing a great job.
Absolutely. They always
doing
do.
Fantastic.
They always do. Would never criticize an official. There's the 2-point conversion. Nice catch there. Keep at least 1 foot in.
Well, and Coon Rapids needed that coming out of the locker room to convert and make it a 2-point or a 2-possession game. You know, a little frustration on the part of Park Center because of the penalties when they were called where on the field, and that ball touched the ground.
Yeah, it definitely touched the ground.
But hey, Hewlin able to.
They don't call it. It's a touchdown.
Hey, that's exactly right.
That's why I was surprised he held on to it. I mean, at least held on to
now
there's
this is where the
came in?
complaint was coming from, is that they're also getting a penalty. Oh, the penalty that was on the.
That was on the touchdown.
I don't know. There might have been an extra penalty.
Who knows?
Either way, Coon Rapids is kicking from midfield. So I don't know if that was the pass interference, but that would have been declined. So I'm not sure if there was another penalty on the 2-point conversion that I did not see. This one kicked, and it will skip right past Holben into the end zone for a touchback. It's the first time that we have had a 2-possession lead for either team here at 28-18. They had been punching and counter-punching to this point. We'll see what the Pirates are able to do in response. Holben under center on first down. A little miscommunication, bit of a broken play. Holben trying to scramble and find something, get to the outside, and finally dragged out of bounds for a loss of about 3.
Yeah, he did his best to try and get some positive yardage on that play, but just couldn't find anything first and foremost downfield. And then he's just trying to string it out to the outside. Cardinals doing a nice job pursuing and not letting him get the yardage.
Handoff and a decent hole for Scott, but it closed quickly. He's out to the 21. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You see it there is fake to one side, and you mentioned it, a pretty good hole for him to run through.
Well, now the Pirates just 1 for 6 on 3rd down. Their 1 third down conversion was on 3rd and 23 with a 50-yard pass to Ayo Bomadelli. You may want to cover number 1.
You would think. 55 for the Cardinals. Kendrick Dowdell doing a nice job on that last tackle. He's having a nice evening as well.
Ayo Bomadelli is down at the bottom of your screen, lined up there along with Chris Frazier. On 3rd down, Hobit, straight drop, waits, now scrambles, rolls to his right, looks, wants to throw and throws long over the top, incomplete. Testing the other side with Chris Frazier, but Antonio Manos was there with him step for step. It's incomplete, and out comes the punting unit.
A good stand by the Cardinal defense, that situation. Get some opportunity to get the offense back on the field after scoring that last touchdown. Then that good tone with some good coverage downfield.
Jensen to punt from his own 10. It bounced and skipped to him. He's able to get it back up. Then it's blocked and it's rolling into the end zone. The Cardinals able to get on top of it, and it's a touchdown.
That was Tedrow.
Ethan Tedrow. I'm not sure that he got the block, but he gets the recovery.
That ball just skipped back to him. And he did whatever he could to try and get that kick away, but the Cardinals just took him too long.
Well, it bounced and then it skipped away from him, and
who got the block?
I think it was Emmanuel Gordon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Block. And it went right back into the end zone where Tedrow covered it up for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, the fates of the Pirates has gone from pretty good to not so much.
Nope.
Still a lot of ball games to be played.
A ton of time left.
Coon Rapids lines up to go for 2. Play action, rolling, throwing, complete to Monier. The extra point is good.
Makes it 36-18 in favor of the Cardinals. Well, that was a heck of a turnaround for Coon Rapids. Stopped them on defense.
Stopped them on 3 and out, and then the special teams touchdown. And all of a sudden they have a double. They've doubled up the Pirates at 36-18. We're not even 5 minutes into this second half, and the Cardinals have put 16 points on the board.
Well, that's a heck of an adjustment after halftime. They came back and did nice drive on offense, good stand on defense. As the 2-point conversion is successful for Coon Rapids as well. Coach Schaus cannot be happy at this point. Yeah, he just shook his head. He's watched his team.
Things have unraveled very quickly here at the start of this third quarter. You have a 2-point game. Your defense is trying to hold. Questionable penalties. A long conversation on the sideline. A blocked punt. Defensive touchdown. Short punt, bounced and taken by Hoban at the 20. He finds a hole and makes his way across midfield, and a huge return inside the 35 and finally dragged out of bounds. But what a return by Micah Hoban.
Well, that's the kind of answer that the Pirates needed after giving up a couple of scores here to start the third quarter. That's exactly what Park Center needed to give them a little bit of a spark here. Now great field position to see if they can come back and try and cut into this deficit. But Hoban with really a nice play and again found that little pocket and able to cut it back upfield for a huge gain.
47-yard return sets him up 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 33-yard line. Handoff goes to Blay, and he was met in the backfield and kept his feet moving. Oh, that was Scott, excuse me. Kept his feet moving and able to turn it into a positive short gain.
They picked up a yard, yep.
But it could have been a 2 or 3 yard loss.
It probably should have been.
Second and 9. Handoff goes to Scott. Hit the hole hard. He gets to the 30. Gain of 2 will bring up third down.
Great job by the Cardinal defense. And that was Bernard Hibbler again, just putting his shoulder into him, along with David Jeebley.
Handoff goes to Scott, trying to find room, dives forward along the left sideline, but still well shy of the first. It'll be fourth down. 1 of 8 on third down now for the Pirates.
However, Joe, they're 2 of 2 on fourth down.
Well, this one's going to be 4th and 4.
And that's a big stand for the Cardinal defense. I mean, if they can stop them here after giving up that nice return.
Scott, the lone setback behind Hoban under center. Play action, Hoban rolls out, throws on the run, incomplete, looking for Frazier, and the Pirates will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, nice job by the Cardinal defense to make sure that they were shadowing Hoban so he didn't get the opportunity to run around that edge. And again, just overthrowing that pass, allowing the Cardinal offense to get the ball back. So a beautiful return by Hoban, now wasted. They came away empty. And the score stays 36-18 with 4:41 remaining in the third.
Well, and now Coon Rapids offense comes out, right? They now up by 3 scores. Can kind of put it in overdrive and just try and eat up some clock, just try and move the chains and methodically put this one away. Quarterback keeper and no room around that edge. Great coverage again by Kamari Watson to close it down and drop Doe for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, Watson doing a great play of just fighting off that block.
Well, he's been impressive all game. His coverage, his tackling, he's been all over the place for the Pirates. Three receivers on the right side. Handoff goes to Jeebley running that way. Jeebley squeezes his way between a couple of defenders and all the way out close to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, nice run.
It'll be third and about 4.
Makes it a manageable third down situation after that run.
Big play right here for the Pirate defense. They need to get Coon Rapids off the field and get their offense another chance to keep them in this game that is starting to get out of reach. Handoff goes to Jeebley, spins.
Oh, he's got it. I think he just got it.
He's going to be really close.
I think he just got it. See where they spot the ball.
And that's second
I think he's
effort.
short. I think he's short. He's got short by about a yard. We'll see where they spot that ball.
They read the play well. They were there, but then he spun and got that forward momentum. But he does come up 1 yard shy. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 36. And the Cardinals are going to send the punting unit out.
Well, and that makes sense. I mean, you're up by 3 scores. Just go out and try and pin them back, give them a long field, make it difficult for them to get back into this game.
Coon Rapids is going to end up calling timeout. Not quite sure what they want to do.
Well, you know, it's a little bit of a different look on the staff. 4 coaches out for Coon Rapids here tonight, including head coach Nick Russin. So, you know, it's a first game situation in coaching positions for some of these guys. Coach Blankers, obviously, we talked to him before the game, and an opportunity to be the guy here today.
We're going to start his head coaching career with the W, and always good to be 1-0. David Jeebly has been busy.
He's good.
And
in case you didn't know,
he's carried the ball 22 times, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. 19 of the 22 carries he's had have gone for positive yardage. So when you look at those numbers, statistics say you could probably get a yard with him here on 4th down, but they are not going to take the chance and instead punt it away. Jordan Doe standing at his own 18-yard line. A good snap. He has plenty of time. A line drive kick will bounce at about the 37. Hoban backed off, thought about taking it, but then let Oleman go ahead and down it.
So they'll start from the 25.
2.5 minutes remain in the 3rd quarter. A 20-18 halftime lead is ballooned to 36 for the Cardinals, thanks to a solid opening drive that was aided by some Park Center penalties at the end, and then the big defensive stop and special teams block recovered in the end zone by Ethan Tedrow.
Are they gonna have to call timeout here? Okay, no, they got there was a little miscommunication on the field for the Pirates, but they got things set.
Hoban out of the shotgun from the 25, fakes the give, will keep it and try and run left. Makes one man miss, a good stiff arm to try and get around, and there's the flag coming out, and that's exactly what that was, and it's gonna add some yardage to the carry. A solid tote for Micah Hoban. So it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, I don't know. Did he bring him out by the jersey?
Fresh set of downs. Handoff goes off left tackle for Scott, and he is out close to the 35-yard line, a gain of about 5.
Again, just a nice little bit of a hole, able to pick up that yardage. Cardinals close quickly.
Handoff goes to Scott again, this time with room around the left edge as a 1st down out of bounds at the 47. And a flag on the play.
We'll see what they call. I don't think it was a late hit out of bounds unless it's a hold, but I think they're pointing Coon Rapids' way. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, 12 men on the field, and they still picked up the 1st down. That'll be declined. Result of the play is a 1st down. They get to tag on. Penalty, they tag on an extra 5 yards. Or 10. Or 8. But, okay.
right.
Well, whatever. Not sure what that was.
Couple of penalties on this drive.
But it will be 1st and 10 from the 45. They moved the ball 8 yards, which is an unusual amount unless you're talking about a half the distance situation. But, oh my goodness.
Official timeout. We're going to talk about things here with minute 47
He's
remaining.
going to
he's gonna
adjust
move
the ball.
It. Yeah,
He's going to move it back. Like, you went 8 yards when it was only supposed to be 5. So now let's give it to him. Okay. So I wasn't crazy.
No, not this time.
Thought it was odd. So it's 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 47. Hoban out of the shotgun. And a quarterback draw all the way. He's met in the backfield and stopped for a short loss. It'll pretty much be no gain, 2nd and 10.
Good job by the Cardinal defense that time staying with him. He tried to get to the outside a little bit, but there's too many white jerseys.
He's shown to be very elusive,
Yeah.
and he's got a good burst as well, good vision. You can see where, you know, as we talked about it, you know, he's not typically the quarterback, but the running back, and their main weapon, as Jeebly is for the Cardinals. And you can see where, you know, given his typical position, he might be a little bit more dangerous. Off a high snap, he's able to cut his way right up through the middle and somehow keep driving and should have a first down to the 36-yard line. I'm not sure how he got through the initial line, just right there, squeaked between a couple of guys, but then the last 5 yards, somehow dragging white jerseys with him.
And he got a nice push from behind as well. But there again, just a really good job of picking your spot.
And that'll set him up 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 36-yard line as we're down to the final 30 seconds of quarter 3.
Coming into this drive, the Pirates had 4 first downs, already 3 on this drive.
Play action, little screen pass to Aya Bombadelli, and he's going to be close to yet another first down.
Well, you know, and he's one of the players that obviously they want to get the ball into his hands because he's a playmaker. He's got speed. You saw it on those couple of catches that he got behind the defense.
And that will do it for the third quarter. The Cardinals with a couple of touchdowns to spread their lead to 18 points. Pirates have the ball, 2nd and 1, deep in Cardinal territory when we start the
Are you looking for a fun activity for your school or civic group? Volunteer at the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. The center relies on 2 to 3 volunteers every week to help us manage the recyclables that come in and to guide guests throughout the facility. Special events such as paper shredding or the Green Expo require even more volunteers. Stop in and check us out.
In case you need some gas after the game.
It is close by. On lovely Brooklyn Boulevard here in Brooklyn Park. Park Center Pirates, a beautiful field. They've had the turf now for, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years even. But the brand new field behind the stadium, 2 brand new turf fields and 1 bubble.
The bubble's nice. Nice to have.
It's a gorgeous looking facility. Very different as I arrived at the ballpark today. It's like, am I in the right place? Hoban with time, pumps, now throws, has Aya Bombadelli and nearly adjusted to make the catch. He again got behind the defense, and Hoban got it where he could get his hands on it, just not able to reel it in on that late adjustment.
Well, he's been, and again on a 2nd and short. I like that call. He's been living in the Cardinal, behind the Cardinal defenders. Now it's 3rd and short. I like the call though.
So now it's 3rd and 1. On the keeper is Hoban. He's got enough for the first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And we'll move the chains.
They see it again. Hoban doing a nice job of just stepping up into the hole, picking up that first down, keeping this drive moving.
Fakes the give. Hoban looking to run back to the left, and he is stopped in the backfield. Another tackle for loss for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he didn't fool the Cardinal defense that time. Just a nice job by the defense of just stringing it out to the outside. And that was
loss of 5.
Manuel Gordon with a nice play for Coon Rapids.
I was a little worried at the end that he may have reached in and got the horse collar
Yeah, I
with the
kinda
way
thought
he
so.
came down,
Yep.
but no flag on the play. Loss of 5 sets up 2nd and 15 from the Coon Rapids 28.
No harm, no foul.
Hoban wants to throw, now in some trouble, looking for room, avoids a couple of tacklers, and gets down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, a gain of 9.
His field awareness is really nice here. I mean, he's going to tuck it in and move upfield. Does a nice job with a little bit of a fake there, able to get past the defender. Did a nice job of faking out Hibbler there. Defense looks a little bit tired here.
On 3rd and 6, Hoban wants to throw, pumps, now throws, wants Frazier, incomplete. He got a hand on it behind the 2 defenders, but unable to reel it in. It'll be 4th down.
Now great opportunity for the Cardinal defense to see if they can turn it over on downs. They did it earlier in this game. That would have been a tough one to bring in. Good coverage downfield.
He put it into a spot
did.
where only his receiver was going to have a chance. And the fact that Frazier was able to find that hole and get behind both defenders is got to be a little bit of a concern, because they have gotten their receivers into open spots behind this Cardinal secondary
all night long.
And that's, a couple more that they're able to haul in, and this could be a very different football game. 4 of 10 for 140 yards and a touchdown is Hoban, and 3 of 3 and 130 yards are to number 1, Ayabamadelli. Here they are on 4th down. The pass is incomplete, intended for Ayabamadelli, and the Cardinals will turn it over on downs for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals
Defensive.
They bend, but they don't break in this situation. The last couple of them, where they've been able to stay that pass, tough one there, obviously bounced right in front. It's been a tough evening for head coach Salas. He's not happy about a number of things.
Handoff, Jeebly stutters, then bounces outside, cuts back on the middle. Flags flying all over the place. We got three hankies. It's a hanky party on the, on the field.
That's definitely a hold.
What about the one that came from the back, Judge?
He just said, I'll throw this
20
in for
yards
good measure.
downfield.
I'm just going to throw this for good measure. I saw it too, but I wanted to get into the party.
Well, the indication is that it will be a hold. You're so smart. So that'll back them up. They're going to place this one at about the 7-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 22 from there. Oh, at the 12-yard line. I was okay. Doe carrying off the right side, back out across the 20 and close to the 23. It'll be 2nd and about 7.
You know, relatively, man, we have a injured Pirate. Looks like Nate Hubbard.
Ball placed at the 23, so a pickup of 11.
He's in.
Set up 2nd and 6.
He's holding his wrist. I don't know if he's coming off the field under his own power.
So the Cardinals on 2nd and 6 now. Will take their time and work that clock.
Oh, absolutely. 8 minutes left in this contest. Yeah, they'll stretch it out as much as they can between plays.
I want to make sure you don't upset your rhythm, though. Keep that offense moving. Jeebley bounces off a tackle, a huge hole down the sideline, and he's got big yardage again. Cuts back inside the 30 and down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 52 yards.
Yeah, again, look at the job he does. He's going to bounce inside and then bounce to the outside. It was actually aided by a defender kind of pushing him to the outside, and then he's off to the races.
219 yards of rushing for Mr. Jeebley today. And that one right there where he cut back into the middle, he got hit, and it kind of stood him back up and forced him outside. And he went, look, there's nobody out here. And if it isn't for the speed of, I think it was Edwin Cardwell, the safety that chased him down and angled him out toward the sideline, then
He's gone the distance.
he may have sprinted to the end zone again.
Well, plus, and smartly, he stays in bounds to keep the clock moving.
Handoff, Jeebley wrapped up, able to fall forward and gain a little yard and set up 2nd and 9.
Clock continues to move.
Handoff to Jeebley, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage again and spun forward for another short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Cardinals 6 of 10 on 3rd down.
3rd and about 7 here from the 22. That's a good percentage, 60% on 3rd down.
Absolutely.
7 of 11 would be even better. Off, Jeebley hit immediately and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down.
And again, I like the play call because you looked like it was fake, got the defense moving there, but didn't fool big number 73, James Parker.
Yeah, and you've talked about David Jeebley is a very strong runner. He's a very elusive runner, but when he runs into 6'6", 305-pound Mr. Parker, he's not going to move that. He's not going to move that very easily.
No, that's a wall.
He had a couple of really big boys on direct snap. Running right is Doe, finds a hole, and he's got a first down, forced out of bounds. Just shy of the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 6.
Great call in this situation. And Doe using his athleticism, and we talked about it at the beginning of the game. They want to get both Doe, obviously, and Jeebley if they can to the edges, and Doe especially, because Doe's got that speed, he's got the athleticism on the out to get to the outside. That time the Cardinals, as you mentioned, keep this drive alive.
4th and 7, they pick up 17 or 16. Be first and goal from the 6. Timeout, Park Center.
Have 4:49 remaining in the game. The Cardinals knocking on the door yet again.
Well, and this one almost out of reach already, but you certainly can't allow Coon Rapids to put up any more points if you want to have a chance with under 5 minutes to go. But a lot to ask of your defense to come up with a stop here with first and goal from the 6.
Coach Salas has to be a bit careful here. He's hot again, and I mean they could throw a flag.
But he has had numerous discussions with our head official, and to the head official's credit, he has maintained calm and given the coaches time to talk more than I think I've ever seen an official give a coach middle of the game. And as you talked about, clearly was very passionate about what it was he was saying, but no flag thrown. Handoff goes to Jeebley, and he's grabbed, but still able to fight his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Grabbed his shoulder pads, spun them around, and he just used the momentum to get to the end zone for the third time today.
Again, that's just lower body strength doing the work for you, as he's able to keep moving forward. And again, as you mentioned, just spun around by the shoulder pads here.
I mean, that's a good grab right there. And again,
and he still has a hold of him.
Yeah, it's still, and it's Kamari Watson again that we've been talking about. He reached in, he got a hold of him, but it was like the extra momentum that he got spun around. Jeebley used that extra momentum to carry him into the end zone. Looking on that right side again for Monier on the extra point. It's incomplete.
Actually, it was Sonny Tao.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
It's a good thing I have you around.
Yeah, for a couple of reasons. They keep you on your toes.
So 42-18 now the lead.
Yeah, Jeebley again, just, I mean, look at that. Grabbed, I mean, he Watson had him the entire time. He just kept moving forward, and as you mentioned, that spin kind of gave him a little more momentum going forward.
He said, oh, you spin me, and I'll just use it to my advantage, and I'll drag you that extra 3 yards. Very nice night for Mr. Jeebley. Over 220 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's pretty good. 7 plays, 81 yards, took 4:22 off the clock, which is great. And Jeebley caps that off with a 6-yard scamper.
And that should pretty much put this one away for the Cardinals with under 5 minutes to play, and now a 24-point lead. This one taken from the 16 by Holben, looking for room in the middle. The Cardinals able to wrap him up and take him down at about the 22.
Park Center will try and regroup here, trailing 42 to 18. This half has been all Coon Rapids. Pirates yet to score a point here in half number 2.
Yeah, it was a 2-point game at the half. But a strong drive coming out of the locker room for the Cardinals, and then an even stronger showing from defense and special teams. And that was really what completely turned the game around. The blocked punt recovered in the end zone by Tedrow for a touchdown that made it an 18-point lead. Quick screen pass to Ayabamadeli, and he is forced out right near the sticks.
Yeah, we talk about how quick he is. I mean, that time he bobbled that catch just a little bit, so maybe he didn't get quite the amount of speed he wanted, but he's very quick once he gets the ball in his hands.
Just a yard shy of the first down, sets up 2nd and 1. Ayabamadeli, 142 yards on 4 catches and a touchdown. Handoff goes to Blay running left, cuts back, gets his shoulders pointed upfield, and has a first down out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 10.
Must have, no. I thought they called a timeout.
Clock stops to move the chain.
No, I knew that. But I thought he was walking down the field.
Welcome to high school football.
Hey. I thought Coach Salas was walking on the field to talk to his guys, but.
On first down, another handoff to Blay, bounces off first contact, gets across the 45, but forced back from there, a gain of 4.
Carries for 27 yards for Blay. He gives a little punishment.
Not quite the same yards per carry he was hoping for, or we're seeing from one Mr. David Jeebley. His yards per carry are pretty solid. Holben throws over the middle, complete to Frazier. He has a first down into Cardinal territory to the 45-yard line, a gain of 9.
Well, I think, at this point, obviously the game is out of reach, but I think Park Center would like to have a nice sustained drive and try and put some points on the board here in half number 2. Try and carry over momentum till next Wednesday.
We haven't seen a lot of that it went from being a very close game to a very lopsided game pretty quickly here in the second half, but that was a well-designed play and good, quick strike. We didn't see much passing at all from this team in the first half. Holben sets, throws long, wants Ayabamadeli. This one thrown way too far into the middle of the field. It was actually Chris Frazier on the go route down the sideline.
Park Center will finish the regular season here at home against Hopkins, and of course Coon Rapids will also finish the season at home against Armstrong.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday night, correct.
Wild week for the CTN crew. We'll be at volleyball on Tuesday, football on Wednesday, and do sports night on Thursday?
That's what I heard.
Question mark.
That's what I heard.
It's a weird week. Holben unloads, wants Frazier again long in single coverage. It's incomplete. Pirates coach is looking for an illegal contact, but Kowalczyk was right with him. Oh, it wasn't. It was Amoka who's right with him step for step, but he couldn't have gotten to that. That was untouchable.
Of course, there was a little contact, even though he couldn't get to it. There was a little contact.
Yeah, but it's uncatchable.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 10. The Pirates just 2 of 10 on 3rd down. Holben chased out of the pocket, trying to create with his feet. Stiff arm will get him room. He's got the first down. The ball came out. Still loose, and it's out of bounds.
No.
It rolled out of bounds, and he had enough for the first down, and he is slow to get up.
He's not getting up.
A horrible, horrible thing for Park Center, already down where they have to have Holman, out of his regular position and playing the quarterback. And obviously we've seen what an impactful player he can be, and then late in a game that is pretty much out of reach, he goes down and hopefully is not hurt too badly.
Yes, we certainly hope so. Yeah, he seems to be okay.
The ball went out of bounds. That is quite a beard for a high school kid, let me tell you. I'm impressed. Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that's not good. He can't put any weight on it.
I'm impressed by the beard, though. Hopefully it's something where, that's definitely not, doesn't look good, but hopefully, it's something that is not lasting, and hopefully he's back as early as Wednesday for these Pirates. The Pirates did get the ball back, so it'll be 4th and 1 from the Coon Rapids 36.
2:14 on the clock.
Amir Madian, he's coming in with the play. Is he going to take the snap too?
I think he is.
He's listed as a tight end and a linebacker. We've seen him make impact plays on both sides. No. He is going to be in the backfield and playing at the quarterback position. 6'4", 240.
Cam Newton.
Oh, and a high snap got away from him. It goes back to try to get it. The Cardinals are on top of it. Regardless, it's going to be a turnover on downs. It would have been a turnover on downs. Instead, it's a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Tough night for Park Center here. I mean, they played them close. The Cardinals close in that first half, but Coon Rapids, give them credit. They did a great job at opening up this game in half number 2, and they've had to look back.
And now with just a little more than 2 minutes remaining, they can salt this one away. Griffin Tom will come out and take over at quarterback for the Cardinals. Logan Stockhausen with the carry. I don't know where they got that name. 16 on my roster is Griffin Tom, but if it's chopsticks, it's chopsticks.
Chopsticks. Somebody's in the mood for a little Chinese food, apparently.
No gain on the carry by Stockhausen. Oh, I just don't know what the name was that they flashed up.
Well, no, Chop Lick.
Either way,
where
pretty sure that's Griffin Tom.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I got his name right this week.
Is there even an Adam Choplick on the menu?
On the menu
on the roster. That's great. I'll be stopping at my favorite Asian food on the get a little Chinese food on the way home.
Oh, you just we were pretty okay
through
the whole game, but it's completely off track now. Is Adam Chopstick?
Adam Chopstick. I blame you for that, though.
Griffin Tom on 2nd and 10. Play action. Quick screen pass is complete, cutting back up the middle and getting into the Pirate territory is Muhammad Elmi. Still a couple yards shy of a first down. So it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 46. Handoff. Stockhausen breaks away from a tackle, reverses field. Oh, and he's got to get upfield.
Yeah, well, I was surprised he didn't continue around the edge. He had plenty of room to run around the corner.
either way, he's going to be stopped short. It'll be 4th and 2. Got away from that original. I thought he was going to turn right back upfield because I thought he had room to get that 3 yards. But instead, it'll be 4th and 2. The Cardinals with a first down could just take a knee and end the game. Quick screen pass is complete, and this is going to be a first down and a whole lot more for Nathan Cavanaugh down the sidelines and into the end zone. Touchdown, Coon Rapids.
A little insult to injury there, as they certainly weren't trying to stretch that play into a touchdown. But yeah, Cavanaugh took what he was given, and we saw him on that return. He's got that speed, and he was able to take it down the sideline for the score.
45-yard catch and run for Nathan Cavanaugh. Great little stutter step, and then finding the seam, and then
is he running?
Making my guys miss when you're 5'5".
Yeah.
And then using your speed to accelerate and get away. Very impressive.
Did they call penalty?
Yeah, it looked like signaled the unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure.
after the touchdown.
Not sure what happened, but that means the 2-point conversion will be from the 18-yard line. Does make it a little more difficult.
Chopstick has the arm.
So Griffin Tom drops back, has time, waits, now throws, has a man. It's Cavanaugh. Just underthrown. He tried to reach back for it, just out of his reach. He got open, and Tom put it where it needed to be.
Yeah, he really did. It was
just overran the throw, did Cavanaugh, just a little bit.
Yeah, that was a nice toss. Oop, close. Oh, he's calling his team off the field. He's done. Coach Salas is calling his team off the field, telling them to get back into the, they're done. 23 seconds left. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I don't know that I have either. And I'm not sure, with what transpired to pull the plug at that point.
I think he's been frustrated all game long, and I think he's seen enough.
When Amir Madian, who's out on the field, looks a little bit slow as he's walking and following his team, and he had a nice night. He caught the 2-point conversion. He quarterback there at the end, but this has been
Coach,
a weird one, to say the least.
I think Coach Sal's is going to go give his congratulations to, or is he going to go talk to the official again?
I think he just wanted to congratulate the Cardinal coach, explain his decision to walk off prior to the final buzzer sounding. But we have officials there just to make sure that everything's cordial and polite. And we've got our...
Ooh, officials have to get... Do you think he's upset with the fact that they ran up the score? But what is he going to do in this situation? What is he going to do? Is he going to continue to?
That I am not entirely certain of. But this did not go the way that much of anybody wanted. Coon Rapids, though, happy to be walking away with a victory. But it got ugly at the end.
It did get ugly at the end.
Some questionable calls by officials. There's always going to be questionable calls by officials. But a weird ending tonight. But at the end of the night, Coon Rapids is going home with a 48-18 win.
Yeah, and it's a huge offensive night for Coon Rapids. And, of course, one of those scores on a special team score. But nonetheless, it was a nice showing for the Cardinals, and they needed it, Joe.
David Jeevely, an outstanding night.
He's so
and
good.
Better than 200 yards,
Yep.
3 touchdowns. You know, kind of a breakout night as well for Nathan Cavanaugh, who had the huge return and then caught and ran the 45-yard touchdown in at the end. And Coon Rapids is going to put one in the win column. And as we talked about, they will complete the regular season at home against Armstrong.
They will. Coach, he's hot. He's hot. There's no doubt about it. And he's pointing at the Cardinals sideline. Not that it'll get him anything at this point, but.
Well, and obviously we're insulated up here in the booth. We are not privy to exactly what's going on down there, but it is not the way that that they wanted this to end, but it is the way that it goes, and that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Coon Rapids just able to run away with it in that second half. We'll take a peek, but it was all about you know, that offense on that opening drive or of the second half, and then the questionable call on the catch in the end zone, the block, and the recovery by Ethan Tedrow in the end zone, and all of a sudden it was an 18-point lead. And then David Jeevely just keeps doing what David Jeevely does, running and dragging people around. And then Cavanaugh right at the end. You know, you say don't run up the score. Well, you had 6 guys there able to get a hand on him. You can't ask a young man to not
stop.
compete.
Yeah, exactly.
In that spot.
Totally agree.
Your guys have to be able to tackle. But, you know, we've got more football coming up on Wednesday. On Tuesday, we've got volleyball. On Wednesday, we've got football. We've got more volleyball on Monday the 16th. But that's going to do it for this edition of Sports CTN Sports. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.